Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. Today is the 14th class and today we're going to start a new topic that is called as the reporting in your automation framework. So since this is a UI automation framework, we'll be generating some UI related reports, okay? And for that we are going to use a third-party library called as the extend report, okay? So what exactly is this extend report? Let's see. Extend reports. So if I go to the extendreports.com, okay, so you can see this is the extend report website, beautifully crafted reports and real-time analytics. So you can look at your test in a totally different way. So whatever we have ran, right, and we need to see every time. We cannot go to the console and see what happened here, right? How many test cases passed, how many test cases failed, and suppose you want to show the test execution report to your manager or to the higher management. So instead of going with the console reports, it is better to give them a visual report, and this visual report will have different components that also we are going to discuss. But if you want to learn more about the extend report, you can go here to the extend report framework website and you can start learning, right? And here they have their docs. So we are going to use version 5 and we are going to use with Java. So click on version 5 and Java, and here if you see, if you are migrating from the extend report 4 or later, then how can you migrate to the latest versions? What are the things that are going to break, right? And if you are going to design a framework from the scratch, then directly you can go and work with the version 5, okay? So since we are developing the framework from the scratch, we'll go and start creating the report from the scratch with the help of the extend report 5.1, right? So we are going to use this latest version, okay? So it's saying like how to add the dependency and all, everything, how to install and all. So okay, we'll see into everything, okay? And there are the multiple reports, okay? So we are going to work on the extent Spark reporter, okay? So this extent Spark reporter is a free actually, and we are going to use this one, extent Spark reporter. There are some other reporters also, email reporter available in a future release, cloud reporter, okay? So we are going to look into this extent Spark reporter. So if you guys want to learn more about the extent reports, you can go and always refer to this documentation, okay? But let's go to our IntelliJ and we'll start making the changes so that we can implement our extend report to our framework. So let's see, okay? So first let's go to the pom.xml and verify if extend report is added or not. See, the extend reports is already added 5.1.0, okay? So we have 5.1.0 version and it is already added. And this extend report is usually it's open source library, right? And we are going to download this 5.1.0 as part of our Maven dependency, right? And reporting related code, whatever the common code to generate the report will be added to the base steps, right? So that in each test case we can reuse those codes, right? Because the test case is going to extend the test case is already extending the base class, and all those things, all those steps we can be reused, right? So let's see what are the changes we're going to make into the base class. So go to the automation utilities package and here base steps, okay? So what we have in the base steps, we have our setup method and we have our tear down method. Two methods are there. So let's design few more methods. So we have to design few more methods with respect to the this reporting through the extend report, okay? So in order to do that, as I have already told you, we are going to use the extend Spark reporter, right? So let's define few variables first, okay? So let's say public, okay, static extend Spark reporter, ex extend Spark reporter, okay? So see, it is coming from com.aventstack.extend reports dot report, okay? So we need to select this one. So public static extend Spark reporter, give a name, okay? So what variable name? I will say Spark reporter, okay? Spark reporter, okay? And then what else we need? Apart from this, we will be needing the extend report, okay? So public static extend reports, okay? Extend reports, and here give the name. Let's give it a name called extend this variable, and we need extend test also, right? So here also public static, okay, public static extend, okay, so extend test. So three things, right? So give the variable name as test, okay? So this test. So the three things we need to define first. First one is the extend Spark reporter, and then extend reports, and then the extend test. These three things we are going to use. So in the base steps, we are going to use the two methods. One is the initialization of the report. Another one is the capturing of the screenshot, right? So let's see what is the initialize report method. How would it look? Okay. So let's go to here. Okay. Let's say public void, let's say initialize. Okay, initialize reports. Okay, so initialize report. Okay, and here what we need to write, the complete code whatever we're going to write for the extend report should be here, right? So it can be reusable, right? So everywhere we'll be calling this initialize report in the test cases, right? So first let's say Spark reporter, right? So Spark reporter, we are going to create the here if you see we have already created the Spark reporter, right? I'm just going to the variable we have created, instance variable. Now we are going to assign that one equals, so equals to new Spark reporter, right? New extend Spark reporter, and here we need to pass some variable. So what variable we are going to pass? Let's say I'll say system dot get property. Okay, so what we are going to get, let's say what is the current user directory. So how to get that one? So we have user.dir, right? So it will give you the current user directory, right? So after getting the current user directory plus, okay, we have to add something. So what we need to add, we need to add the path, right? In which path the report is going to get generated. So let's say double quote. Okay, so I'll say slash reports. Okay, let's create a folder called as reports, and within that we'll say extend spark report.html, right? Extend spark report, sorry, report.html. This is the HTML file that is going to get generated, right? So in the user directory, current user directory, go to the current user directory. We don't have any reports folder over here. This is the current user directory, right? And here you have to create a reports folder, and within that we'll have extend spark report.html. Okay, this is nothing but the name of the file. So extend spark report.html file is going to get generated. Okay, so now let me manage it. Okay, so now this is the first thing, we created the Spark reporter object. Then for the Spark reporter we have to define some properties with respect to Spark reporter. Okay, so let's say Spark reporter. Okay, this is the object we have created, it. So Spark reporter dot. Okay, so few things we need to do. First we need to do the few configuration setups, right? So let's say config, there is a method called as the config dot. So what exactly we are going to do, we have to first set the document title, right? What exactly is the document title you are going to do? So give, so set document title string document name. You can give some meaningful document name. So let's say automation report something, right? You can give any name you want, right? Automation report. Okay, so after that again we can give the report name. This is your document title, and then a report name, right? So let's say Spark reporter. Okay, dot config again. So we're again going to config dot, and here we are going to give the report name, right? So let's say set report name, yes. So what is the name of the report? So let's say automation test execution report or something, right? You can give any name you want, right? Automation test execution report. Okay, so just give this name, automation test execution report. Okay, and so we configured the document title, we configured the report name. Then we have to set the theme, what kind of the themes you want, right? So let's go with something called the standard theme. There are different types of the themes, right? So here I'm going with the standard theme. If you want to know more about this, you can go to the documentation I have already shown in the extend report site, right? So let's stick to the basic things first. So sorry, dot config spark reporter dot config. Okay, dot, right? And set theme, right? So we are going to set the theme. So what kind of theme we are going to set theme, we have to pass the theme. So theme is nothing but the, you can say theme dot standard. See, dark is there, standard is there. So if you like the dark theme, then you can go with the dark. If you want the standard, you can go with the standard. I'm just going with the standard as of now. Okay, so now we have to set up the time format, right? So Spark reporter dot, this should be again config, right? Spark reporter dot config dot set. Okay, dot set timestamp format. What is the set timeline timestamp format? Okay, so what exactly is the timestamp format? I can show you here. You can take here, or you can go to my QA automation classes.blogspot. Here I have given the base step, right? So if you go and see, I have the code over here. This is the set timestamp format. This is the timestamp format. In this manner we want. Okay, so let's copy this one, this line, just one line. I will just copy paste over it. So if you want to take the base class, you can take it from the automation classes.blogspot.com. You will then go and get the entire code. Okay, so now after creating a Spark report and configuring all those values, we have to create the extent report object, right? So if you see, we have already defined extent, right? So here extent reports extent, right? Public static extent report extent. So again we have to initialize the extent now. So let's say extent equals to, right? So new extent reports. Okay, new extent reports. Okay, so this is the one. Let's select this one. So now the extent report creation is done. So now we have to call attach reporter method with the extent object. So extent dot attach reporter. Okay, so which reporter? The Spark reporter. Till now we have been configuring all those in the Spark reporter. So inside the Spark reporter we are going to pass this Spark reporter to the extent report, extent object attach reporter. Okay, so now this will generate a extent Spark report for you in the HTML format. If you see, this is the directory in which it is going to get created, right? So this is the one method. So apart from this, there will be one more method for the capturing the screenshot. Okay, so let's see, I have it in the base class. If you want, we can design, but it's better I can copy this one and I can explain what exactly I have written here. So we'll save some time there. So now string capture screenshot. Okay, so what exactly is this capture screenshot is doing, right? So the public static string capture screenshot driver throws IO exception, right? So it's going to throw the IO exception. Okay, input output exception. And then string file separator system.get property file.separator. What exactly is this file separator? File separator is like when you navigate to a particular folder, how you go, like user directory, this is this directory slash reports slash extend report.html, right? So these slash are nothing but the file separator, right? So that is it will see for Windows, it will see the what is the file separator, and it will get that whether it is forward slash or it is backward slash, right? So it will get that information. And then we have to give the extend report path. So extend report path, where exactly we are creating inside the user directory, right? So inside the user directory, inside the reports folder, we are having the extend report, right? So here in the user directory, there will be a folder called reports, and within that reports, we are going to have the extend spark report.html. So we are going to give this report location, right? So we are saying same thing, right? Whatever the file dot means, this is current directory. So what is that user dot directory is going to give? So dot is also the current user directory plus file separator slash then reports folder. So we are here. Okay, so after this we can come, and after that what we are going to do, we are going to give the screenshot part. This is, we have given the extend reports part because we want our report to be part of the extend report also, right? When there is a test failure, the report should be reflected in the extend report, as well as the individual screenshot should first be taken, right? So that individual screenshot, the failure screenshot, will be embedded into the that Spark report, right? So this is, we have, for that we have given the extend report path. Okay, so in this path our extend report is going to get generated. And what is the screenshot path? The screenshot path is nothing but the extend report path plus file separator plus screenshot. So what exactly we're going to do here? So because of this one, so inside the report folder we'll have a screenshot folder, right? So if you see, so inside the explain report, we are going to have create a new folder called as the screenshot. And okay, we need to import this one. Okay, so yeah, let's import file text screenshot. Okay, output.file, here also import file utils, also import. Okay, so it's done. So let's see, then we have given what inside the report only, we will create another folder called as the screenshot, and there all the screenshot will be stored, right? So then we have to define the file source. What is the source? Text screenshot of the driver dot get screenshot as output.file. So we'll generate the screenshot as a file. Okay, that will be your source. And then what is the name of the screenshot? Like whatever the file will get generated, right? So that we have to name it, right? So we are saying that will be screenshot dot, right? after the screenshot we are saying math.random. So math.random means it will generate a random mathematical number, right? And then we will append that with png, like screenshot 12345 dot png, right? Similar. And next time when a screenshot, when the test case fails, it will be screenshot 869745 dot png, right? So every time the number of the math.random will generate a random mathematical number. Because of that, it will be unique name, right? The unique name will be given to the screenshot. So each time a new unique name will be added to the screenshot so that it will be saved there. And what is this screenshot path? Okay, so screenshot path equals to screenshot path here, if you see, plus file separator plus screenshot name. So we are already given the screenshot path, right? So this screenshot path is nothing but the here you will get within the report, you will get a screenshots, and within that we'll see that plus file separator, that is a slash, plus screenshot name. So whatever the randomly generated screenshot name will be there, that is the screenshot path. So then we have to file util start copy files source comma new file screenshot path, we have to copy, right? And then we are going to return that screenshot. Okay, so these are the two methods which we need: initialize report and capture screenshot, right? So after these changes are done, so these are the base class changes, right? Similarly, we need to make some changes into the test class, and then we have to generate the report. So let's go to the test class and see what are the changes we need to make there. Okay, so what is our test class? So this is the test class, tc01 open login. Okay, so here this screenshot is not required. Within the reports we'll see the screenshots. Okay, we can delete this one, but let's go and first configure the test classes. So okay, so there is a public void open login page. So before that, okay, so home page, we have home page here, private logger log is there, and let's have a before test at the rate before before. Okay, so before test method, where before test annotation we are going to have. So before execution of the test, this is going to get executed. And here what exactly we are going to have? So here we are going to create the report. Okay, so let's say public, so public void, let's say start report. Okay, so we are going to start the report, and here inside this method we are going to call the base class that method we just defined, right? What is that? Initialize report. So let's take, copy this one, put this one. Okay, the method call is going to get happen. Since the test case is extending the base class, we can directly access, and it is also static, right? We have defined this. Okay, so this is already extending, so we can directly call that method, right? So there should not be any problem. And so after that we'll go to our as usual test case, right? So in the test case, if you see, uh, we are defining the log, we're defining the home page, right? So home page we have created. So we have to write the few things, right? So we have to see the method name and class name first. Let's define, because those will be coming in the report. Okay, so and we will use the test some of the test reports, right, to the use of the test cases. So let's say string. Okay, so method name, what is the method name? Method name equals to, okay, so what is the method name, current method name? So now you will say new exception. Okay, so new exception, and dot get stack trace. Okay, dot, okay, so get stack trace of 0 dot get method name, get stack trace of 0 first index. Okay, dot get method name. So it will give you the whatever the method is getting called now, right? From which method it is getting to called. Similarly, we can also define the class name also. Okay, so let's have it, let's define it. So string class name. Okay, let's say string, instead of method let's say class. String class name equals to, similarly, new exception. Okay, so with the exception you say get stack trace of 0, get stack trace of 0. Okay, stack trace of 0th index. Okay, dot get class name. Okay, so method name and the class name, both the things we are getting. And then we have to give the some of the steps to the extend report. In extend report we have to have some few statement, right? So whatever we are exactly doing, right? And let's say we have test, right? So if you see the base step, we have the static extend test, right? So let's say test here. Okay, so this test, okay, public static extend test, it is coming from there, right? So test. Okay, so what exactly we are going to do? Test equals to, let's say, extend dot, right? So we are going to create test. So first we are going to create test. Okay, so what we are going to do, we have to give the parameters like let's say what method, from which method it is going, right? Method name, comma, and then you can give the description, right? So I'll give like sign in and verify page title. So this is what we're going. So I'm saying this test case, it is get the method name, that is open login page, and here what is the description? We're doing the sign in and verifying the page title. Okay, this is what I am giving. So whatever name you want, you can give there. Okay, and in the test you want to log those information. So let's say test.log, like how we have the log file, right? So log.info for the console log as well as the log file reported logs, right? To generate and write the logs to the log file. Similarly, we have the logs to be written into the report. So we'll mention test.log, right? So what kind of the log you are going to give? So I'll say it's just information, right? So let's say status.info, right? So if you see status.info, so what exactly is status again, right? So let's see text and report. Okay, so this status, if you see, it is coming from the public enum status abstract extend report. Okay, so status.info. So we are saying, so in the status we have to give the info, and what info we are going to give. Okay, so how you are giving log.info, similarly you are giving status.info, right? Test.log, it is the log for the report, your extend report, whatever is getting generated, and here you give like starting open login page and verifying title test run, like something you can give, like what is a meaningful, what exactly you are going to see in the report, right? So we'll say starting open login page and verify the test title run and verify title test run, right? So give some meaningful message. Okay, title, verify the title test run. Okay, so this is what is going to appear in your report. Okay, so after this, what we're going to do, and we're going to if you want to assign this test case to a particular category, you can do that also. So test dot, okay, so assign category, one method is there. So if you see assign category, so you will give what kind of category it is. Within the double quote you can give, okay, I'm saying this is the smoke test category, right? So I'm giving as the smoke test. Okay, so or it is sanity, you give sanity, or it is regression, give the regression, right? Dysfunctional, give the functional. If you want to give the category also, you can give the category, right? And then your simple whatever the test related thing, this is for logging, and this is for your method call, and this is again for logging, and this is again assertion, right? So assertion we have moved to the test class, right? Last in the last class, class 13. So now this looks good. Okay, so but this is not all. So again in the after class, right? So if you go to the after class in the base step. Okay, so what is the base class? Yes, in the base class we have the tier down, right? Okay, so no, so we'll go to the test class. In the test class we have defined the before test. Okay, and we have defined the test. We are going to define one more annotation called the after test. Okay, so at the rate after test. Okay, so what method we are going to write? So we are going to end report, right? So public void, let's say end report. Okay, so we are going to end the report, and here what we're going to do, in the end report we'll say extend dot flush. Okay, so what exactly this extend dot flush method? This flush method is nothing but it's a method, right? So it will flush or delete whatever the previous data on the report. Okay, each time you run your test cases, whatever previously generated report was there, that will be flushed or deleted, and each time a new report is going to get created. That's why we have kept that in after test. So after the reports are generated and everything is done, so we will have to flush it, and each time it will create a new report. That is the end of the report. Okay, so end report. So in the after test we are saying extended flush, right? So I think this is all. So we'll just run the test case and see if anything like reports and all is getting generated or not, and we'll mostly looking into the detail about the reporting in the next class. Okay, so what is that HTML file is, how it is generated, and what are the content, right? We'll navigate through the UI, we'll try to see whatever the parameters we have passed, right? So how exactly those parameters are coming there, right? So all those things we are going to look there. Okay, So let's wait for this to run, and we can see if any reports folder and everything is generated or not. Okay, so the setup part is already started, and browser from dot properties file is Chrome. It has already read the browser from the properties file is the Chrome. Let's wait for some more time. This is the first time, so it will take some time to instantiate the browser. And yes, the browser got instantiated, navigated to automationexercise.com, and maximize the window and closed. Yes. Okay, so this is done, one test case pass. Okay, so if you see here, there has been some changes. Now if you see, a new folder called reports got created over here, right? So if I click on this one, you can see uh extent spark report.html got created. This is from the older screenshot, right? I can delete this one, I don't need this. Okay, let me delete this one. Okay, so now if you see reports extend spark report.html, and you have to open this with the browser. Okay, so if you open it with the browser, you will come to know. Okay, so we'll look into this one in the next session completely, what exactly different components are there and how exactly we have mashed, like whatever we have given, right, the configuration that we will be seeing. Okay, so that's all to this class, guys. And if you guys are really enjoying the sessions, right, and if you find this video is valuable, then I will request you to please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more insightful tutorials on the automation framework development and our coding, right? And please do share this knowledge with your fellow estate engineers or the QA engineers, and to help them navigate through the framework architecture too. Okay, so please join my channel where I'll be explaining all the real-time concepts on the automation framework. We'll be covering so many different components, like we can cover like rest assured is also I'm planning to cover, right? So please do consider subscribing to the my channel. Okay, we'll meet in the next session. Thank you, bye bye.